Denise, Tessa, and Lori. My first one's in the chat. Oh, let me change my chat to all messages so I don't miss anything. There we go. How's everyone doing this morning? I'm drinking the Stash Paris, the tea in Paris, or Paris and tea. It's a herbal tea. It's pretty good. It's like a chocolate mint. But I have been busy. I did some research yesterday, did other stuff I can't show you. I have a pile here of scraps and orphan blocks you may have seen that I've gotten mailed to me. Some of these were from Mona Did What. Some of these are from you viewers. Good morning, Debbie. How are you? You are up early, girl. Good morning, Catherine. So why I pulled those out is I am working on, here it is, the Kennel quilts. I did go ahead and in my description dropped in the links to this organization. Good morning, Sheila. Kennel quilts. I downloaded this because this is what you need to send in with your kennel quilts. The ones, here we go. This here is Kennel Quilts. I'm just showing you, but you can go. It is kennelquilts.com. Good morning, Deb. And this is how to help the California pets. We have received a request for kennel quilts from shelters affected by fires. We have the San Diego Humane Society, which is at 5545 Gain Street in San Diego, California. You can look this all up. It's all on their website. Sacramento SPCA and Pasadena Humane Society. It just says Pasadena Humane, and then it has a person's name and the address. So yes, I am. Thanks to my 2 German Shepherds who want to go outside. Gotcha. So I did download that. So I'm hoping to get. I'm gonna make them. You guys, if you guys are gonna come in this mission with me, you're gonna make them and mail them directly to them. This way we're not spending double mail fees. Good morning, Joydy. Or you're welcome to send me orphan blocks if you want, but I really think I'm good with orphan blocks. But if you want to, I will recreate them. That's fine. So there's these 3. I need to send this off with them. This is the general information from Kennel Quilts team. It is partnered with the Pet Finder Foundation and was formed after Hurricane Sandy to help animal shelters affected by disasters. The Kennel Quilt team is a volunteer organization available whenever disaster strikes, a way to join a larger effort helping our animal friends in times of needs by doing what we love. How it works. When disasters strike, Kennel Quilts checks with the Pet Finder Foundation and shelters to see if there is a need of assistance, all right? And then they spring into action. It's a long thing. You can join and be part of their team. It tells you on there. It also tells you contact information. Now, the guidelines for these small, hold on, because I did more research while I was... Guidelines for small kennel quilts. Materials should be 100% cotton, biodegradable. Use 1 layer of 100% cotton batting. Do not use flannel for it shreds too much. Pre-wash fabrics. Pets have allergies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them and then I'm going to wash them all, iron, and then send them all off. The finished size should be 12 by 18, and this fits the most commonly used small kennel used at shelters. When piecing, use small stitch length 14/inch. Do not use binding as it can be hazardous to pets if it becomes loose. Layer, sew around the edges using a small stitch length and turn quilt pillow cover style. Whip stitch the opening with small tight stitches, and then it says, when using only simple applique that are secure with tight stitches along the edge, avoid using fusibles. Keep the quilting simple and use small, tight quilting stitches that won't catch on pet claws. Do not tie at the ends. You can get caught in the claws or chewed off. And do not use any metallic threads or embellishments. So here is some examples. Now, when I was going through, I found that there were some contributors in this and other places are part of this, partners, contributors. But then when I went through, I noticed like one isn't even in business anymore. So I actually started calling to make sure that what do they do, the contributors and that kind of stuff. So I have a call into one, which we won't discuss because I don't have any confirmation that's true. But I did get a hold of one company and they are a contributor. It's Warm and Natural. And you know what? They looked up my page right while I was on the phone and they loved what they saw. So they are going to send me some batting, 100% cotton batting to use for this mission, because I told them I will be sewing them. My followers will be sewing them and sending them directly. But I will be making, I mean, we talked, we're going to be making a bunch here in my little home. And I'm going to have a couple sit-in sews for those who want to come in and sew with me some kennel quilts. So again, I'm not looking for anything because Warm and Natural will be sending me some batting. And again, I'm using the scraps from our lap quilt mission, so I think I'm pretty good. Plus you guys always send me stuff, so I have stuff here. And then there's another person that I am waiting on a phone call with. So that's it. That is my update on these kennel quilts. As you can see, I have already started this morning. So let's see. My honey thought that they need bigger ones because he says 12 by 18 is really tiny. What about those big dogs? Don't they deserve one? So what I may do is, and that's my next step today, I may look up these 3 shelters and see if there's a phone number and find out, besides the 12 by 18, are they looking for bigger size ones for bigger kennels? So I will be doing that hopefully today, and I will get to you. Because we can't forget about the big dogs and, you know, so there's dogs, cats, all kinds of pets, right? Good morning, Deb. I think I don't remember if I said that. Yes. Okay, so we are up to here. Good morning, Joydy. And Bernice came in. So good morning. Chloe came in. Good morning. Oh, whoa. Who else is here? I don't have my game here because we played it last night. Leanna, how was your birthday? I will tell you all about that. Joydy says must be for puppies. Yep, that's why I want to talk to the shelter and find out a little bit more. Good morning, Joe. Joe, I didn't have a way to contact you, and Mike contacted me, so I gave him my address. He said you were looking for my address. So he has my address if you need it still, but it's also in my description. Joyce, good morning. And let's see. Oh, Rose Garland Creations. Good morning. Nice to see you again from Australia. Not playing my games this morning because I left them downstairs. Good morning, Linda. But we'll have some chat. Really, I want to just put out the word that these animal shelters in California were looking for stuff like that. So I wanted to put that out there. All right, so I got my Ginger Quilter box yesterday. And so let's see what we've got. Let's see what we have. And after I show you this, we're going to talk about my birthday. Check your edges. Okay. So here is the sheet. She says, she knows that stories have the power to change things, the past and the future, even the present, by Chloe Benjamin. So word of the year box. It's a new year, the perfect time to set intentions and dream about the months ahead. Lately, it's become a fun trend to sum up your goals and hopes for the year in just one word. This box is all about celebrating your word or words of the year. Ooh, I think I may know what my words of the year may be. What's in the box? Express Yourself Way banner pattern, Ruby Star Society fabric, batting and interfacing, quilt pens, and biggest fan cookies. All right. So here we go. This is, well, we'll do that at the end. Here we go. Sugar cookies, Too Good Gourmet. I'm your biggest fan. Look at that. Okay, we're going to open this up and see what that looks like. Leanna, you should make an envelope quilt for your kiddos at school. Oh, I should. I want to make this for you all. I'm just, right now, I'm inundated with a special top secret project that I'm not allowed to share with you yet. And trying to get these and that. But I do. I want to make one of those. For Valentine's is my thought. And this way, if everyone sends me Valentine's, I could put my Valentine's in there. So here are some pens. It says Quilt, Quilt. Aren't those cute? Let's see. I'll open this up. I just got this yesterday on my birthday. So how appropriate was that? Thank you, Natalie. You probably didn't even know. But yes, it arrived on my birthday. And okay, so we have our little gifties. And now, here is the pattern. Express Yourself Way. A fun banner pattern by Sassafras Lane Designs. So my guess is I'm doing the thing I don't like to do, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Hi, Giovanna. Good morning. Let's see. Good morning, Barb. All right. So we're going to open this up. So this one says laugh, love, laugh, sew, girl power, and eat more tacos. So that's what that looks like. And that. And then in here, it shows, yep, applique. It shows us the background, prepping for applique. Oh, and here are all the pieces. I have never done anything like this. So this may be a little bit of a challenge for me. So Natalie normally does tutorials, and I'm actually may have to wait to watch her tutorial in order to do this. My guess is that you cut out the letters, right? You would copy these and then put the shadow. I think I could figure it out. Okay, so what will my banner read? I think my banner should read, pass it forward. I think it should read, pass it forward. Yep. Because that's what I'm about, passing it forward. So I think that's gonna be what my saying is. And because I get this for review from Natalie, so she's passing it forward to me. So we have some right here. I'm not sure what brand this is, but it's fusible. And here is some, is this fusible as well? Let's see. This looks like this is fusible fleece as well, because it's got that shiny. Here is a piece of black. Oh, I'm gonna have to really, okay, so how is this? So this must be the front and back of my banner is my guess. And we have Ruby Star Society here. Look at that, beautiful glittery. And we have more here. Love it. This one says Rashida Coleman and Hale. Fall 7 times, get up 8. It's called Zip. And this one is Rashida Coleman Hale. It doesn't say, at least my part doesn't say what fabric line. So we have these. This must be the banner. And I'm going to say these are the letters, the pieces for the letters. Look at how beautiful. Love the colors. And Ruby Star Society. I don't know the line. Let's see. Does this have it? This is Melody. Sunshine Melody. And this one I don't have. Look at that. And for every two, there is a blank. And I don't know. I just says fro here. I'm sure there's more to it. But here's this. Okay. So this is cool. So we, or I, should I say I, if you go over to Natalie's, she is the Ginger Quilter box. I will drop her link below if you are interested in purchasing one of her wonderful boxes. She has these every month. Every month. I think you've seen me make them every month. So we are going to go for that. I'm going to put that in here. And let's talk about birthdays. I will post a picture of my birthday in the community tab. It was fun. My kiddos came home except for my daughter because, you know, she lives far away. But she is coming to visit me soon. Let's see. So, going to be lurking while cooking breakfast. Not a problem. So I came home and I just relaxed. I was tired. I took everything off and school was fabulous. I walked into school and they decorated my office. They had happy birthday. They had a sign. Anytime teacher says, I need your help in my room, I'd walk in their room. The kids are singing me happy birthday. I've got so many birthday cards from the kiddos. We plastered them all over my office area. So, good morning, Norma. So it was a fabulous day. After I did, lunch duty, I came out with the kiddos and the second and third graders were out in the hallway and they were all lined up ready to either go in the cafeteria or on their lunch line. And they're on both sides, right? So I'm walking in between with the kiddos and they are all serenading me happy birthday. So I did not expect that. I walk out to the hall with my kindergartners and they're all singing to me. So that was super sweet. Multiple classrooms sang to me. So funny. Funny story is we had an awesome day and I come home and I'm getting myself, in loungewear. My son surprised me. He took off a half day of work and he cooked me lobster and steak and potatoes and baked clams. What else did we have? We started off with baked clams, and yes, there was no vegetable now that I think about it, but there was lobster and steak. There was about 5 of us, 2 lobsters and 2 big giant steaks. So it was yummy. It was very delicious. My honey made me a delicious carrot cake in which, of course, I had to have a piece this morning already. So we have carrot cake there. And then my other son came also. He brought the vino to enjoy with our meal. Yes, Butter was the one who cooked, and Dylan was my one who brought the spirits after dinner and for dinner. He paired things. He's the one who pairs everything. I was chopping onions and my sinuses are clear now. Yeah, right. Good morning, Debbie. And so I start getting texts. It was so funny, so cute. So there was a happy birthday. Now, my family want to know, why do parents have your number? I'm like, no, they don't. These are coworkers who have my number and happen to have kids in the school. And it was so funny because one of my coworkers said, my daughter came home and said it was your birthday, so happy birthday. But she said there was no chocolate cake served for your birthday. And I didn't think about it. When the kiddos have a party in their room, they normally bring like a treat. Well, I didn't bring a treat. Good morning, Nikki. And so it was funny. She went home and she told her that I did not get chocolate cake. And so then I get another text and saying, Leanna, I'm going to be baking you a chocolate cake because word has it on the street you didn't get a chocolate cake and the kids didn't eat chocolate cake on your birthday. So she says, I'm buying all the ingredients tomorrow to make you a chocolate cake to bring in. And I'm just busting out laughing. I said, oh my goodness, honey, I got to bring something tomorrow. So all we had was these cookies from Christmas. It was like packaged cookies someone gave us. So I said, well, I'm bringing these packaged cookies. And everyone at the table was like, yeah, those kids don't want packaged cookies. They want chocolate cake, Mom. So I guess at some point we'll be having chocolate cake for my birthday, belated at that time. But it's so funny how perceptive kids are. And apparently a chocolate cake is what makes a birthday. Not by one, but two kiddos. Yep, chocolate cake. Good note to have. Dawn, I didn't know that, Giovanna. So let's see, did I miss something? I may have missed something. Oh, there we go. Such an awesome birthday. It was an awesome birthday. I went to bed early. I missed Lynn's live, but I was asleep because she texted me if I was awake. I saw it this morning, but I was asleep at that time. It was early. So, so what I'm going to be doing is I was thinking maybe of working on the ginger quilter box, but actually I think I'm just going to be just talking. I don't have any game. Oh, you know what? I do have my quilting trivia sheet in front of me. So we played Slide in the DMs last night. Yes, not appropriate to play. We can't play that game here. That game is not to be played here. It was hysterical, but a game that I bought thinking we could play here, and no, we can't do that. So we played that last night, and then we did play the OK Boomers, which is the old school versus the new school, and that was funny. And that was good. So yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time. So here, I'll give us something here. When commencing to free motion quilt, how do you anchor your threads? A, do you double back over them? B, take them to the back of your work, or C, bring them both to the top of your work. So I know that sounds all chopped up. Let me try that again. When commencing to free motion quilt, how do you anchor your threads? A, you double back over them. B, take them to the back of your work, or C, bring them both to the top of your work. A, B, or C. See. Oh, I could teach you Spanish. Okay. You boil onions with the peel and then strain and drink it with honey and lemon juice. Must be for a cold, huh? Must be for a cold. We have a lot of C's. Then we have, what is C? What number? What? Okay. Yep. It seems to be C is unanimous, and that would be correct. It says backing over your work makes the quilting look very untidy. Taking to the back of the work can be time consuming and still cause some bunching up. So the best solution is to bring both threads, bobbin and cotton, to the top surface. You can then hold onto them as you commence quilting, thus avoiding knotty messes underneath. Oh, it helps with the immune system. Okay. So here we go. When splitting your floss, should you pull out the required threads, A, individually, or B, all together? When splitting floss, should you pull out the required threads, A, individually, or B, all together? have an A. We have two B's. Lots of B's. But A is easier. We have B, 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 B. Okay, so the answer is A. According to this, the answer is A. And this is the rationale. Okay, get a length of floss with 6 strands intact. Pull 3 strands individually from the length. Then put them together in a 3-strand length, leaving the remaining 3 strands as they are. Get a friend to hold them both, dangling from each hand, and run your fingers down each length at the same time. Can you feel how smooth the individually pulled and then stranded threads are compared to the 3 threads that were left in the original form? The difference between each strand really makes a difference when you're using your threads for embroidery or stitcheries. It may take a bit longer, but always split each thread individually from the thread length and then restrand them. It's worth the extra time, I promise. So that is the answer. Yes, it is, but it is harder to put together. I'm a cross stitcher and always separate. Good morning, Lisa. We just were talking about these kennel quilts. So Lisa, the awkward quilter, is the one who I was emailing about this. She has made these and has sent them off. And I believe Rob, right, the man cave, the quilting in the man cave, was also the one who I think brought it to my attention. I'm not sure, Lisa. You remember, I don't know. I think we were all listening to it at the same time. So, and while I'm here, I'm going to go through the channels before I forget. And then I'm going to read another quilty trivia. So this is what I'm working on this morning, are these kennel quilts. So again, Warm and Natural was a contributor to me to make these. So here is one. I think this is going to be close to what we need. Let's see. How do they put the floss together? I have no idea. I'm not a cross stitcher. Yes, Rob mentioned it in a video. That's what I thought. Okay. So I'm going to come here with my ruler, and it measures a little bit over. But remember, we have to flip these out like in a pillowcase style. So that's going to take, some of the ends in the bulk. So it'll shrink back to 12. And then I have to wash them. So I have 12 by 15, 16, 17, 18 and a half. So this is the size. So that's one. And then, see, I already have, and then I just have to do the back. And the back, I have some pet, I want to say pet, like that is red with dog bones. Someone, I think Rhonda's the one who sent it to me. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I'm going to use that for the backing. I have all this, I think I have 5 yards of fabric that have pet motifs. So, like here's one. So I thought that would be cute. And I think I have 2 yards of that and then 2 yards of another. And then I have these. And then I have my box of scraps from when we did the lap quilt. And I am just going to go ahead and just basically come in and just kind of do, put some on this side, some on that side, and just get it to the length I need. That's how I'm going to accomplish this. You just put, okay, so Sheila has, how do you put them back together? You just put them side by side and smooth them over with your fingers. Use those ugly fat quarters on the Kennel quilts. There we go, that's Lisa's. There's no such thing as ugly because you just got to cut it small enough according to Bonnie. They're so small, little doggy breeds like to ruffle and snuggle into their blankets. Yes. I don't know, Debbie. That's why I'm calling these. My honey seems to think the same thing. So I am going to call these 3 folks. They must be for cat beds. This is for cats and dogs. So I'm going to call them. I'm going to call these 3. I'm sure there's a phone number for them. Double check that they want 12 by 18, you know, because I can make them all different sizes. I mean, you know, I know there's got to be some big dogs. Definitely know there's got to be some big dogs. So here I have a piece of like scrap or cut off or whatever you want to call it, because people say my scraps are big. It's a piece of cut off of something. And this is how I'm going to just do this. I am going to take those orphan blocks. I put those 2 together. Oops. Well, I guess I'm going to rethread this because what in the world is going on here? Oh, here we go. It's all tangled up. My honey, I hear him. He's rustling in the kitchen, cleaning up. All right, here we are. So we're going to rethread this. And I am really just kind of, this is kind of my kind of sewing. Just random sew, cut, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to probably come through just so that you could kind of see my wacky way of coming through doing something like this. What I'll probably do is then cut and then cut again and then put this, like cut this in half and put this on the other side. All right, let's go to the next question. Should you cut batting on your cutting board? A, yes, or B, no. Should you cut your batting on your cutting board? A, yes, B, no. So here we are. I'm also going to find out if there's and maybe they need other things too. I don't know. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking all these and I'm just gonna put them until I run out on this strip. This is the easiest way I can think about just kind of willy-nillying it right now. All right, so I have that. So most of my answers, let's see, most of my answers are, ooh, I've missed a lot of chat. All right, so that's where I was left. Good call, Tessa. There always seems to be more cats and dogs in the kennels. It would hold my dog's head. Exactly. Jessica, hello. To my understanding, I think you mean kettle quilts, right? Kennel quilts. The one that finds the locations that needs help. The sizes are the sizes of a travel kennel. It fits the bottom of small and medium to transport. Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So we have a lot of B's. B, but I still do it. I give it a good clean after. And yes, so cut with scissors. So yes, I cut with scissors, but I will say I cut on my cutting board and then clean it. But I know the answer probably should be A. So the answer is, oh, it says B. If you cut your batting on your cutting board, well, the answer is, yeah, B, no. You should not do it. And this is the reason why you should not do it. If you cut your batting on your cutting board, you embed tiny particles from your batting that will not escape from the small cut in the board. This creates mini speed bumps that will affect your accuracy when rotary cutting. If you need to cut your batting with a rotary cutter, turn your board over and use the back side. It will work fine, thus avoiding damage to the lined surface on the other side. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Okay, so that's what I have for there. So we're just going to go to this right now, and I am going to iron this. I'm going to shut that off, and then I'm going to iron this. And just so you could see my crazy madness, we'll put this over here. Okay, so as you can see, I have 1, 2, and 3 little areas. So I'm just going to come in here, and before I iron, I'm just going to separate these in between. This is very freeing. There's nothing that we need to worry about. We're just going to cut in between. There we are. We're going to cut in between. And now we've got our 3 cut apart from each other. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to iron. So I am going to iron this blue polka dot up. I'm going to measure this. This measures 13.5. So I could just leave it like this and then add to here. Or that's going to maybe drive me nuts, and I may want to like cut this in half like that. See what I did here? I just kind of folded it and use my scissors and chop a lop right across. And then put this on here. That is symmetrical. Because I know those dogs are going to say, hey, Leanna, that's not symmetrical. That's asymmetrical. But it's going to bother me. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And hopefully it doesn't run too short. We will see. Let's see. But do we? But I have a separate cutting mat just for the batting. That's a great idea. I do cut with scissors, but sometimes I cut mine with scissors too. I try to cut mine with scissors, but sometimes something with, like, if you're working on a small project, I don't. But this is a good idea to flip my board. I'll have to remember that. Or I do have a spare board, just pulling out the spare board. So now it looks like this, and it's going to need sides. So let me measure, and we are good there. So now I just need to put on the sides something. So we will pull that, and then I'm going to go to my next one here. Now this one is a little wonky. I'm going to show you. See how I had to kind of, there was like a cut here. So I'm going to come in here. Again, I probably don't have to do this because nobody's going to see where that is. But I'm going to trim that off. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to iron because this is a little, and I think this time I'm just going to come here, save myself a step. This is very casual sewing. No stress, just love and fun. That's what this is, love and fun sewing. We'll put this on here. We're not going to pin because I don't know why in my head I was like, oh yeah, I should pin that. No, we're not pinning it. We're going to put it down. Today I actually have to bring in, come on. I have to bring in my featherweight. The one class did for baby blankets, and I made a baby blanket for each paper doll. So now the other kindergarten class is going to do the same. So I have to bring a bunch of scraps with me, and we will be making up some baby blankets for those paper dolls. And maybe there'll be a magical chocolate cake there too today. That's cracking me up still. That kid, not only one, but two kids went home and said, Miss Nieves didn't get chocolate cake on her birthday. So here's this one. And again, this is going to need some sides. But just kind of showing you how we can take anything we have in our sewing room and create, right? We can create, oops. So I probably should have ironed these scraps first, but it's okay. It is okay. So a good way to use scraps right here. And I'm probably, let's see, I've lost my, so while we've been on here, I think we will have 2 full ones made and 3 half ones. We'll come in and iron after. Let's see what else is going on. I am accepting donations of brain cells this morning. Anyone have any extra? I don't know. It is a rough morning, Lisa. I'm having a rough morning myself. I'm tired. I'm really tired, and my sleep in Puerto Rico is amazing. And I come here and I don't know why. I just can't get the same quality sleep. I am so looking forward to going back, just so I can get quality sleep. Oh, but that's not going to happen until July, so kind of stuck. I don't know what's going on with my machine. Has to go in for service. It goes in for service every year in January. I just have to actually do it. I'm feeling that blue fabric this morning. Do you stuff them? So these are, so I do make dog beds, and I just donated, oh my God, 8 dog beds to a place in Massachusetts. So it was great. It was a place in Massachusetts that my daughter found. So what happened was her kitty cat got sick, and she took it to their vet because, you know, the cats get vet care and everything, and something was wrong with it, and the surgery was like $12,000. And it was the cat that we rescued, and nobody here has that kind of money, especially since we're always paying, you know, for her health expenses. You know, I don't have extras lying around for that. And she was hysterical. She did not want to put the cat down, especially since there was something that could be done. And so her vet said, you might want to try this place. And she did, and they administered the surgery. The only thing they couldn't administer is the nursing care for the pet, and the pet couldn't stay there. So my daughter was the nurse, and in that whole situation, and then she nursed the cat after, you know, she took it home that day. Cat's all great and everything. This happened, I don't know, maybe about 3 months ago. And so they have a shop in this place to support, you know, what they do for people who can't afford vet bills. And if they, you know, it's basically if they know that this surgery will, you know, the survival rate is good. So what we did is I made beds and she made those little pet scarves, and then we donate. So every time I donate, because they did a very big blessing, right? They did a very big pass it forward to our family, this doctor or this organization. So that's where my doggy beds go. These are just cotton batting, just like you would make a placemat. It's basically a placemat construction. I got a call from not a problem. Just take 2 focus factors and pray it kicks in. Good morning, Michelle. Happy belated birthday. I love to use up scraps. We used to make pet beds very simply at a local quilt shop, and then and tie them with crochet thread. I know they won't let us do that. What did you miss? Not much, just a story. Just a story about my daughter's cat. Yesterday it was dragging, and I took my mom to St. Louis to an appointment. I got here a little after 4, and by 5 I was out cold. I know. I'm right there with you all. So here, look, here's another one. So we have this, and as you can see, I trimmed the sides. So I'm going to come in here now and just eyeball it. I just come in and kind of, well, this has selvage, so let's see, but this has selvage. I'm going to have to take off this selvage, I think. I don't want that to get caught in a paw, so we're just going to chop-a-lop that right off. And then I'm going to come to this side. I'm going to find and chop that off. There we go. So we have that. And so these need sides because I need to make these, extend these a little bit more than 18 so I can get a finish of 18. And I'm going to come in here. And then I'm going to come on this side. And this is just a good way too, you know, to make placemats, you know, basically kennel quilts, placemats. It's, for me, it's going to be the same method. So I have that. So now I have these, and I just have to add sides. And look at this. I have more of this, lots of this blue. I don't know if you recall, but this was out of, I had bought yardage at this wholesale place, and it was like a tablecloth or something like that. And basically what I did is I bought, it was like $1 a piece. I did have to unstitch, right, rip and stitch the like where they had the casings and everything. So now I take my strip and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to start sewing right down this. And as you can see, the biggest part of this whole project is going to be doing the pillowcase style quilting, turning them in and out. It's okay, it's all good. We can do it. I'm going to come in, take my next one and line that one up and zip that one right through. I'm waiting on those pictures. I can't wait to see those pictures of the nursing home quilts. I'm like really excited to see them. I think what I would like to do, they had it closed for public couldn't go into the nursing home due to COVID. And I'm actually going to call Terry and see if they have lifted that, because I would like to go if everything is okay and safe. I'm happy to take a test before I go in and say hello to the residents and meet them. I feel like that would bring me some joy, and it probably would bring them some joy too. Maybe I'll find some chocolate cake to bring with me if I can. Oh boy, that chocolate cake is killing me still. That's so cute and funny. All right, so I'm gonna come in here, and this time I'm just gonna chop right down the middle. Why not? This is easier, because I'm gonna tidy it up anyway. There we are. So now I have to see where I need to be. So I already have the 12-ish that way. I need 18-ish this way. So what's this pad? Oh, great. This whole pad is 18. So here we go. So, so this is 18 and a half. So what I can do is I can chop a lot, but I can't chop a lot and add to this side. I'll be short. So what I need to do is I need to come in, see, 1, 2, 3 and a half. And what is this? Yeah, but then by the time I put the seams in, okay. So I'm gonna chop off and then use this strip for something else. I'm gonna come in here and I don't know. We're just, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to put another, here we are. Let me find another strip here. We're going to take another strip here, which I have. Let's see how thick this strip is. Perfect. We're going to take this strip. And we're going to put it on the other side. And then I'm going to make my measurement, and then everything should be good. Or close to being good. I would sew into a tube and then cut. Oh, yes, cut like the, but this, I don't have enough on this side. There's not enough, and I'd run short. So what I'm going to do is just add another piece and then measure it out and go from there. I'm going to bring this lower because I don't want to be shy of 18 either. I want to get as close as I can to that. So that's what, being that I had a lot of that left over. I think I used this polka dot one was used for backing on those lap quilts. So that's why I have, because I probably had from the side and the bottom. So this is great. So we have this, and I'm going to put on this one next. And then I'll come in, and I probably will go in. Well, if they want the finish to be 18, I'll probably make it 19, because by the time I take in the sides, right, a half inch, maybe even a little bit bigger than 19. Because, you know, batting, that will all kind of take in some of the measurement. And then we're going to wash them. So probably should make it 19 and a half. Lisa, you've made these. Is that what you kind of have done? The finished size is 12 by 18. The finished size is 12 by 18. So, yep, I have enough here to put this third one on. I think the most labor-intensive part is going to be, you know, doing that other. Let's see, what am I miss? So Giovanna would have done the same. It says, Lisa, for the brain cells, you are our luck darling. Okay, that's true. Yeah, we did the sew. What is the finish size? It's 12 by 18. Have a blessed day, Bernice. You take care of yourself. I made 19 unfinished. If it is a quarter inch bigger, the fur babies do not mind. That's what I think. I mean, by the time you fold everything in, I figured that's going to take some, right, some of the measurement in, because you need a 1/2 inch on both sides extra. So that's where you get the 19, and then a little, So I'm just going to come in here because I have to, now I have this thing that looks like this. So I am going to come in and then trim that all down. And then put that rest of those in my scrap pile. So look at that. On this live, we managed to get almost, right, just tops, 5 of them. So we have 2 that look like this. And then we have this one. And this one. And this one. I could sit here all day and do this. As a matter of fact, this weekend, my kiddos, we all do something special for my birthday, but because my birthday was on Monday, we couldn't do it. We always do like a Bob Ross party. And we all put in a YouTube video to paint something. Last year, we painted chickens. The years before, we did Bob Ross landscapes. So this year, what I wanted, everybody wasn't a big fan of my idea, but now maybe I can get them more into it. I wanted to get a bunch of charm packs or cut up a bunch of 5-inch squares and have everyone sew 5-inch squares. And then I was going to put it together in a quilt and then put a 5-0. And I was going to make it my 50th birthday blanket made by my family, who doesn't sew. No one sews. That would have been a very wonky blanket, but that was my idea. We already planned that Saturday that was going to happen. Everybody was going to go for a sewing machine and do that. But now with the Kennel quilts, we were all talking, maybe we'll just do this more of a charity birthday event, and everybody who, because when you're doing this kind of sewing, you don't have to be perfect, and we'll just maybe do Kennel quilts as the project, the craft of the year. Can it be bigger? I am not sure. Bye, Bernice. I'm not sure if it can be bigger. That's why I want to call these people to find out. I'm back. Joyce is back. Hello. We did ours at 13 by 19 before pairing and turning. Okay, so that's where I was going with it too. Great. Have a great day, everyone. Bye, Debbie. Have a great day. We did 1/2 inch on the final seam before turning. You could use a little wider seam allowance to finish. And they are so pretty. Those are great ideas for a birthday party. Yeah, we always have fun. So it's always like a sip and paint and little hors d'oeuvres. So I still like the whole idea of having a 50th birthday quilt, but I understand, like the kids say, nothing's going to match, Mom. We're not sewers, at least with something like this. They don't necessarily, like, if it's not a 1/4 inch seam, it's not a big deal. The dog isn't going to know. But maybe we'll do both. Maybe there'll be a mixture of Kennel quilt pads and, a little bit of other kind of sewing. I don't know. But I do have to run because it's 8:01 and I have to get ready for work. So everyone have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by and chilling out with me. If you were not here yesterday, please go and visit my video from yesterday and watch it, because I have a special giveaway for all my followers. So please go over to yesterday's video and find out what you have to do. I will give you a sneak peek. One of you can win this Pass It Forward blanket of the Friendship Star that we made on my channel. So go over and check it out. Anyway, everyone have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Oh, honey, can you get oil for my chair? Why is this not shutting off? Michelle, I need oil.